Good morning, boys and girls. I hope everybody's doing okay today. So today for ELA, what we're going to be talking about is we are going to be talking about why we as readers ask and answer questions and what kind of questions we ask and answer while we're reading. So today I will learn why readers ask and answer questions. Today I will learn and understand the difference between strong and simple questions. And today I will practice sorting strong and simple questions to show I understand. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So we're going to start with our anchor chart. And our anchor chart says, during a story, readers ask and answer questions. We ask them by using these question stems: who, what, where, when, why, and how. It says asking questions. It happens at the beginning, middle, and end. How does the character feel? What might the character do next? And answering questions, the text must be used to find our answers. So the questions that we're asking need to be about what we're reading, and our answers should be able to be found in the text that we're reading. And I made some notes here. It says good readers ask and answer questions while reading. Questions readers ask while reading start with these question stems. These are all called question stems here. The question stems are who, what, when, where, why, and how. Take a second and pause this video and come up with 3 questions using 3 different question stems. Also, remember that questions always end with a question mark. If you're reading something and the thing that you're reading ends with a period, then you've just read a sentence. If you're reading something and it ends with a question, then you've just read a question mark, and that means that you should be looking for an answer to that question while you're reading. Can you ask a question using one of the question stems? So we're going to be learning about 2 different kinds of questions today. We're going to be learning about strong questions and simple questions. So what are strong questions? Well, strong questions are questions that I have to really use my brain and look deep in the text to find out. Sometimes these are inferential questions, so you're going to have to infer or use your reader brain, which you already know with what you're reading, to come up with the answer. So some examples of strong questions are, why does the character look sad? Well, I'm not going to know that just from looking at a picture or something. So I have to dig deeper and look at what the text is saying to figure out why that character is sad. Why does the main character have to worry about his brother? Well, that's also another question that you're going to have to dig deeper into the story to figure out what the brother did to make the main character have to worry about him. And is the main character in danger? Explain. A good rule of thumb is if you have to explain, then you need to look at all of the reasons that the main character might be in trouble, and that means that you're going to have to dig deeper. Sometimes the story isn't just going to say the main character is in trouble because sometimes you're going to have to infer and make educated guesses as to why that character's in trouble. And remember, strong questions make the reader think, and the answers are not easily found. Some of them might be hard to answer. Next, we have simple questions. So, what are simple questions? Well, simple questions are questions that I can answer by looking at a picture or with a quick read through the text. So, if you know how to skim a text, it means you're looking over all of the words really fast to try to look for key words. Some examples of some simple questions are, who are the characters in the story? That can be answered quickly just by, scanning the page and looking for names. Where does the story take place? You can scan the page and look for the name of a place or a city. What do you see in the images in the story? So in here it says questions that I can answer by looking at a picture. A picture and an image are the same thing, so that makes it a simple question. What are the characters doing? If you're just explaining, the characters are having a party, then that's a simple question because it was easy to answer. So, like I said, these are simple questions because they don't make you think, and you can probably answer these without even reading the full story. Remember, simple questions are questions that you might be able to answer without reading the story. Okay, So today for your assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to go into Canvas. Actually, let's do this together. We're going to do this one together, and then you guys will have a chance to practice on your own. So what I'm going to do is we need to read all of these questions here over on the side, and we need to drag these to tell whether they're strong or simple questions. And the instructions are here if you forget. It says read each of the questions, decide if they are strong or simple, drag the questions to their correct column. So what characters are in the story? Well, if we look back to whether it's a simple question or a strong question, we know that we can answer this question by, quickly skimming our text to look for names. So that's going to be a simple question, and we're going to take that and we're going to drag it all the way over here to the simple box. Where does the story take place? Well, if we think back, I know that it also said that where does the story take place is a simple question, because you can scan the text to look for names of places. So that's going to be a simple question. So we're going to take that over. Now this next one, let's see if we can look and answer this one without looking back at our PowerPoint. So this one says, what do you see in the picture? Now you have to think. Remember, a strong question is a question that makes your reader brain think. It's going to make you think, wow, this question, I'm going to have to read to figure out what this question is, what the answer to this question is. And a simple question is something that you can just look at and you just know the answer. Well, if you're looking at a picture and it says, what do you see in the picture? Then it's going to be a simple question, because you're going to say, well, in this picture, I see that this boy is thinking. Why does the urchin look worried? Well, first we need to figure out what an urchin is. This tells me that we're going to be reading something to figure out what an urchin is. So why does the urchin look worried? Well, we're going to have to read, and we're going to have to dig deeper into our story to figure out why the urchin is worried. So this is going to be a strong question. We have to use our reader brain and infer some of the things. Why might the turtle and the urchin have something to worry about? Well, again, we're going to have to infer and use what we already know to make an educated guess as to why the turtle and the urchin have something to worry about. So those two are going to be strong questions. Are the two animals in danger? Now, if the question was just, are the two animals in danger, that would be a simple question because you answer yes or no. But this question is asking you to explain. So you're going to have to say yes or no and tell why these two animals are in danger or why they're not in danger, which is going to require you'll have to dig deeper into the text to try to figure that out, which means that is a strong question. This next one says, what body adaptations do you think both animals can use to stay safe? Now, I say this is also a strong question because it's going to make you go back and think of all the body adaptations that you may have read about in one of the stories, and you're going to have to tell why they might keep the animals safe. Now, this is how you're going to do the assignment. When you're in Canvas and you finish the module, don't forget to go up and hit the blue submit button. Once you do that, you are finished with your ELA and you can go on to the next subject. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.